I already know why you clicked on this video because every time you see a physics numericals, the same thing happens to you. You read the question once, then again, then one more time. But your mind keeps asking only one question. Here, start kahan se karu? You know the chapter, you attended the classes, and you even memorized the formulas. But the moment a numerical appears to you, everything suddenly goes blank. If that is happening to you, then don't worry because today I am going to teach you no more formulas. I am going to teach you how to think while solving physics numericals. And trust me, once you understand this method, physics will never feel the same again. Let's start with the biggest mistake. The moment student read a question, they immediately ask, "कौन सा formula लगेगा?" That is the wrong thing. That exactly where the confusion begins. Top students don't search for formulas first. They first ask, ये किस concept का है? Motion, force, electricity, heat, momentum. The moment you identify the concept, your brain automatically starts eliminating unnecessary formulas. That's why topper looks fast. They solve a numerical in 1 minute. They are not guessing, they are filtering the formulas. So from today, stop asking which formula. Start asking which concept. That one habit alone will change the way you solve numericals. Now I am going to tell you the steps through which you can solve a numericals easily, even a harder question also. Let's move with the step 1. Don't read the question like a paragraph. Break it into pieces. Ask yourself what is happening, what information has been given, what exactly do I have to find. For example, if a question says a car starts from rest and accelerates uniformly, immediately your brain should think this is a motion problem. Not, you have to give the first priority to the chapter from which chapter the question has been asked. The formula comes later. That simple changes save you from a lot of confusion. Every physics numericals give you clues. Now we move with the step 2. Find the clues. Every physics numerical give you clues. The problem is most students ignore them. Whenever you read a question, circle every values, underline every unit, and write one thing separately, which value you have to find or which value the question asks to find. Now look at your paper. Instead of a long paragraph, you have clear informations. Your brain takes it more easy because it knows exactly what is given and what is required. This takes less than 15 seconds, but it can save you from losing marks due to silly mistakes. Now we'll move with the step 3. Write the given values. Here is another habit that separates average student from the confident problem solvers. Never keep the values inside the question. For example, initial velocity equals to 0, speed equals to 2 meter per seconds, and find the final velocity. Now ask yourself, can you already see the pattern? Most probable, yes. Because organized information is easier for your brain to process than a paragraph full of words. And this is actually why experienced students seem to solve numericals faster. Not because they have magical brains, but because they organize the information before they start solving. Now that we know how to understand any questions, the next step is where most students make another big mistake. I think it will make choosing the correct formula much easier. Now we'll move towards the step 4. Don't memorize, visualize the question. Now comes to step that most students skip. Draw the situation. No, I am not asking you to make a beautiful diagram, just a rough sketch. If it is a moving car, draw a car. If it is a block on a table, draw a block on a table. If it is a circuit, draw the circuit. Here is why this works. Your brain understands pictures faster than paragraphs. The moment you draw the situations, the numericals stop looking confusing. It starts looking logical. And trust me, this one habit can save you from choosing the wrong formulas. Now, only now you choose the formula. not before this or not before this step. Look at your copy what you already know or what you already written the values. Look at what you need to find. Now ask yourself which equation connects these values. That is it. Did not choose the formula because you remember it. Choose it because it fits the equation or question. This is the biggest difference between memorizing physics and understanding physics. Here is another mistake that every student did it. Student rushes to solve the numericals. So our step 6 is solve slowly, score high. Every student rushes to solve the numericals and they loses marks on silly errors. Always check are all the units in SI or CGS, whatever you had to find or whatever given in the questions. Did you write the meters instead of kilometers, second instead of hours? Did you miss a negative sign? Remember, the examiner does not cut marks because physics is difficult. The examiner cuts marks because of careless mistake. So slow down for just a second, it can save you a lot marks. Now look at the screen. Here a girl student giving her exam and she was doing it very quickly. She write all the formulas very fast and write all the formulas and the given values very fast and solve the numericals very quickly. Now at the last you will see she loses mark due to silly error. So from this day or after watching this video, you have to eliminate this error or this kind of hurry from your exam. Give a cross on this type of habits. Now you can see how the examiner cuts her marks. So try to eliminate it from your habits. Now we have to move towards the step 7. This is the least and the last. Check before you celebrate or check before you writing the final answer. You got an answer, that is great, but don't stop. Ask yourself these simple questions. Is this unit correct? Does the answer make physical sense? Could this happen in real life? For example, if your answer says a bicycle is moving with 2000 meter per second, you don't need another formula. You need another check of this solving formula. Always verify your final answer. And do you think, is this possible? A bicycle moves with 2000 meter per second? This is wrong. So, writing the final answer in your answer sheet, always check the last step or all the silly mistakes. So, chalo, let's apply all the 7 steps. Let's solve one quick example. What is the question? A car starts from rest. It accelerates at 2 meter per second square. For 5 seconds, find final velocity. Here, step 1. What is the concept? So, the concept is, or you can say instead of concept, from which chapter this question came. From which chapter? After read the question, you have already found that motion from the motion chapter. Now, step 2. Write all the given values. First, a car starts from rest means initial velocity equals to 0. Then read again the questions. I highlighted all the keywords which is given in the questions. So next, it accelerates at 2 meter per second square. So here is given acceleration 2 meter per second square. So I am writing the acceleration. A ka value 2 meter per second square. Now for 5 seconds, time. Seconds mean time, indicate the time. So I will write t equals to 5 seconds. After writing all this, I have also state you that write what the question asks or what value the question asks. So write find v. V represent velocity. Move towards the step 3. What I had said before, in step 3 we will draw according to the question. Now draw a small moving car. Drawing done. Now step 4. Identify the relationship. We know initial velocity, acceleration, time. Now need final velocity. So we'll use v equals to u plus at. We had choose the correct equation. Now step 5. We had choose the correct equations. Now substitute the values carefully. v equals to, instead of u, the value will be 0, because as we written before, given value u equals to 0. Now at the a, we replace the a value, that is 2 meter per second, and at the t, we replace the value 5 seconds. Now in step 6, we will calculate the answer. v equals to 10 meter per second. In the step 7, check, does the unit make sense? Yes. Does the answer seem realistic? Yes. And that is it. Notice something, the question was difficult, the process made it easy. Now I am moving towards another type of questions which may come. In a concept, there will be another concept. So let's check the question. A car starts with initial velocity 3 meter per second. It accelerates at 2 meter per second square. For distance 2 meter at a speed 2 meter per second. Find final velocity. Now remember the step 1. We have to find from which chapter it was given. So the concept is from motion chapter. Now we have to write all the given values. Given values. A car starts with initial velocity 3 meter per second. So u equals to 3 meter per second. It accelerates at 2 meter per second. It accelerates at 2 meter per second square. So a is equal to 2 meter per second square. Now for distance 2 meter, the value of distance is 2, d ka value 2, and speed 2 meter per second, and s ka value 2 meter per second. Now the last in the step 2, I have told you to write which value you have to find. Now find final velocity v. Now move forward to the step 3, drawing the diagram according to the question. Now here we have to draw a car. A car is moving with constant speeds. Something. A car is drawn. Now number 4. Here one concept is there. In this question, distance and speed is given. Time is not given. And we have to use this formula v equals to u plus at to find out the velocity. So at first we have to calculate the t. So how to calculate the t? Let's see. Speed equals to distance by time. ये एक relation है. Speed equals to distance by time. So now time equals to distance by speed. I think you understood this process. Time equals to distance by speed. Now putting all the values. Distance is equal to 2 meter, or speed equals to 2 meter per second. So t equals to 1 second. Now we have got the values of t. Now in step 5 we'll replace the values of v equals to u plus at. Now in step 5 we write v equals to u plus at. Now in step 6 we replace the values. v equals to u is equal to 3, which was written in a given, and a equals to 2 in the given, t equals to 1 in the given questions. Now solve it, and in step 6 the final answer came. Now ask these questions to you. Does the unit make sense? Yes. Does the answer seems realistic? Yes. A car can move with 5 meter per second. That is it. Notice something. The question when I have shown you, you have thinking it is very difficult question. And now you see the question is how easy after following all the steps. So from today, don't fear physics numericals. Now I am going to giving you one question. Tell me the answer in the comment box. Here is the question. A car starts from rest. It accelerates uniformly at 5 meter per second square for distance 10 meter. If its average speed during this time is 2.5 meter per second, find final velocity. This is same as the concept you used as I used in the last question. So solve it and give me the answer in the comment, and I will answer it is right or wrong. So from today, don't fear physics numericals. Fear solving them without a system. Remember these 7 steps. Understand the question, find the clues, write the given values, visualize the situation, choose the formula logically, solve carefully, check your answer, do this consistently, and you will be surprised how quickly your confidence grows. If this video helped you, comment physics made it, and also comment the answer. That is the first priority. Comment the answer. So I know you watched till the end, and thank you for being focused on the full video. And if you want a detailed video where we solve real exam numericals using this exam method, subscribe now. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing. And one more thing I am going to tell you, we have already given the important question for Julius Caesar Act 3. Go and check in the channel and subscribe for more. We are going to give more questions in all the subjects of ICSE. And the last strategy will be, you have to remember that many students think physics is very hard, so prepare the physics like that. Physics tell you I cannot give you the harder question, so I will give you the most important and most brain maker or most conceptual questions in this channel that will train your brain. And if you practice that, you must do the competency focused question. So subscribe on this channel and stay focused on this channel and keep your eye, because शुरुआत है, बहुत कुछ होने वाला है. चलो मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो पर. टाटा, गुड बाय.